From the tee to the fairway to the green. From the PGA to the LPGA to the Live Golf Tour. If it's golf related, Chuck Garbedian will discuss it. It's time to tee it up for the award-winning Garbedian on Golf Show on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network.
And it is the most award-winning Garbedian on Golf on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network. Happy Ms. Day.
Man, that was electric last night.
Yeah, you were there.
I was there.
That had to be nuts.
It was awesome. I was with my girlfriend, a group of her friends. They could not care less. They were just having a good time.
Oh, yeah.
And I was there having the best time of my life.
That's what it should be. For those of you who don't know, Miz last night, a complete game, 15 Ks, no walks. That's the most impressive thing.
One hit away from it being a perfect
game. What was
game.
the hit? Was it a flare or was it hit hard?
It was a flare single by Kyle Schwarber.
Oh, of all people.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Kyle, I know you're waking up with us this morning because you love golf, but I don't like you. No offense. I'm just kidding. You can leave the music up. That's fine. USA beat Paraguay 4-1 in L.A. They play Australia next week. Way to just hang out of that momentum and keep it moving forward at Seattle Stadium.
Well, and then they play the next game another week later. I don't know how 3 games in 3 weeks feels like not enough when you're playing a giant tournament like that.
Well, especially when you're trying to generate interest.
Right, exactly.
It's like, remember that game we played last week? No, I don't. I don't remember the game we played. 4-1 against Paraguay. Okay.
I guess college football kind of proved that doesn't matter because they were splitting up the
college
football playoffs.
Everybody knows what college football is.
Yeah.
No one knows what this is because Darla and I were sitting around yesterday. We were watching the Today Show. And on the Today Show, they brought this guy in as an expert. And it's like, I didn't know who this guy was as an expert. I was like, it might have been Landon Donovan too. And I might have been. And then at the end of it, he and Carson Daly started talking about golf, which gives you an idea. It's like, so soccer is this important that we're talking about golf now. Okay.
You got to go into other interests sometimes.
Well, it's like trying to hook other people in and drag them along with this thing. And then they're like, yeah, we're going to play this game. This will be the biggest game. And then when we were talking this morning, it's like the next game isn't until Friday.
Uh-huh. Yeah, absurd. We had to look up every single thing about.
Wait, what was the catchphrase?
Let's see. Let's go see.
Let's see what this is. Let's go take a look at this because we didn't know what it was.
We learned a lot, though.
Did we? I don't think we did.
More than we knew before,
I think more than we wanted to know. Our show sponsors include Wild Rock Golf Club at the Wilderness Resort, the American Family Insurance Championship, Sweetgrass Sage Run, the Island Resort PGA Tour Superstore, Erin Hills, Titleist, FootJoy, the French Lick Resort, Wisconsin State Golf Association, the Wisconsin PGA, Eagle Springs Golf Resort, the Waukesha County Parks Department, Henry Flock Steakhouse, the Milwaukee County Parks Department, Ironwood Golf Course in Sussex, Old Fashioned Golf, the Tap-In Golf Bar in Sussex and Waukesha, and Broadlands Golf Club in North Prairie, Wisconsin, which is a must-play Rick Jacobson design. All of our guests are courtesy of Wild Rock Golf Club in the Wisconsin Dells, a spectacular Herdston Fried design. Book your must-play tee time right now at wildrockgolf.com. This hour of the show brought to you by the Island Resort and Casino in Northern Michigan. It's the home of Sweetgrass Sage Run. Coming soon, Cedar Championship Golf at its finest, as well as first-rate accommodations. Book your trip at theislandresort.com. It concerns me right now because Charlie Houston is on the phone. Is he there? What are you guys doing? You getting tickets?
He just hadn't called in yet, so I was just making sure.
Oh, just making sure. Okay. On the show this morning, Andrew Lehman's going to join us in just a moment. Tournament director of the John Deere Classic down in Silvis, Illinois at TPC Deer Run. Jack Jackson will be with us, our managing partner at the Orchards at Egg Harbor. Tyler Morris with us, the owner-operator of the club at Lac La Belle. And Matt Bache with us, the general manager of Hawks View Golf Club. So ideally what we're doing is finding you places to go to do things and also finding you places to play with all friends of mine, which is kind of fun. And soon they'll be friends of yours as well. The magic happens July 1st through the 5th in Silvis, Illinois, home to TPC Deer Run and the John Deere Classic. Defending champion Brian Campbell highlights an all-star field coming to the Quad Cities via the PGA Tour. Here to talk more about the area, the event, the vibe. Please welcome one of my all-time favorites, the tournament director of the John Deere Classic, the lovely and talented Andrew Lehman. Andrew, my friend, how are you?
Well, I'm doing great. Good morning. And how couldn't you be doing great after an intro like that?
Well, all I did was just read what you wrote for me, and it turned out absolutely perfect. So that was really good because the punctuation is always the key there. How excited are you to have the tournament coming up? Because, once the calendar turns to 2026, it's all about the John Deere Classic. And the thing I love about it when I was working for XM and Sirius and covering events was going down there because the community really gets behind this event.
No, we're stoked. I mean, obviously, we're probably the closest thing to the Green Bay Packers on the PGA Tour. I say that as a Bears fan, so that's a compliment to all the Milwaukee listeners up there. But we're excited about it. The community really rallies behind it. Fields coming together, excited about that. And, at the end of the day, this thing just leaves a massive charity mark on this community and an economic impact that, can't be matched anywhere else.
The countdown clock, it's working its way towards zero. We're inside of 18 days and counting. What do you feel needs to be done? What would you like to get done in the next 18 days and counting?
Well, Mother Nature needs to cooperate. We've gotten plenty of rain down here, and the golf course has actually done a redo of hole number 4. So, that's still a work in progress, and the next week looks great. But all of our vendors are on site and getting things ready, and we're still having great conversations with players and trying to get as many guys here as we can that we can market, and we're ready to go.
Andrew Lehman with us, tournament director of the John Deere Classic. Go to johndeereclassic.com to pick up your tickets and it's a 3-hour ride from roughly the Milwaukee area to go down there. On X, on social media, go to @JD Classic. What would you like the folks to experience when they're on the grounds for the John Deere Classic? Because I've been on property. It's a great golf course walk. It's a lot of fun to watch the golfers on this golf course. There are some great sight lines and vistas where people can see a lot of action. And it's kind of a Midwestern thing where everybody just kind of relaxes and has a really good time.
Yeah, I think you hit it there. Golf course was built with spectators in mind. Plenty of great vantage points to take in the action. We've got a unique opportunity this year to celebrate America 250 during our week with the 4th of July, and we've got a lot of fun activities happening on that Saturday. And obviously, place is busy Thursday, Friday with a full field, and then we're typically sold out on the weekend on Saturday, Sunday. We've got 2 massive concerts that'll take place, Carrie Underwood on the 4th of July, that Saturday, and then Old Dominion to close us down on Sunday. So, what we love to see is, it's as you mentioned, it's a very family friendly event. We see a ton of kids at our event, and just taking it all in, and hopefully we've got a great week of weather.
In going through the events page at the johndeereclassic.com, there's a lot going on. I'm really big on red, white, and blue, so I'm partial to wear your patriotic gear on July 4th. But also, the concert on the course July 4th features Carrie Underwood. How did that come about? How excited are you to present that to the avid golfing masses?
Well, I mean, I guess I knew Carrie Underwood was a star. I didn't realize, how big of a name it was. It's been a massive, it's just been really well received. This is our 4th year of doing the concerts on Saturday, Sunday, and to have her here on the 4th of July has just been really fun to market. And, she's going to bring the house down that night. And like I said, we've got a lot of fun activities. We've got some military jumpers that are going to parachute in. We're going to pull a big American flag across the fairway, some fireworks and pyrotechnics. And, we're going to see what we can do to ramp it up on America 250. I mean, it's just such a unique thing to have a part of our week. And we expect that place to be packed with red, white, and blue on Saturday.
Andrew Lehman with us, tournament director of the John Deere Classic. Get your tickets now. Go to johndeereclassic.com. Follow them on social media at JD Classic. Another big event that's happening on the grounds, Folds of Honor on Friday, July 3rd. You have to be proud of this one because the Folds of Honor does so much for so many that have honored this country with their service.
Yeah, this is year 3 for us, and it's been fun to weave into tournament week, and it's such an amazing cause. The last 2 years, we've been able to support 18 scholarships to families of fallen soldiers, and it's been a really cool thing to see coming into our event. We've got a pretty big military installation here in the Quad Cities with the Arsenal Island. So a natural tie-in with our military community. Actually, the Arsenal is the second leading employer in the Quad Cities behind John Deere. So to have that be a part of our week, last year it actually fell on the 4th of July, and now we get to celebrate Folds of Honor kind of over 2 days with Folds of Honor Friday and then have that bleed into Saturday. So something that we're extremely proud of.
I know that you wear a lot of hats during the run of the event, but is there a certain place you like to be while the tournament is taking place? Is there some place where you like to be on the grounds where you're just going to watch golf action for a couple minutes and get away from everything?
I try to maybe see about 15 to 20 minutes of golf action throughout the week, but 16 to me is spectacular.
Yeah.
You've got the river that runs right there with it, and it's just such a fun, signature hole of the golf course, par 3, a lot of excitement. So if I do get a chance to sneak out and see some golf, that's where I would go.
Well, and excitement always bleeds into what's going on with the tournament selection and the players that are committed. And I'm a golf gearhead, so for me, it's nothing to examine what the tee sheet has coming up. There's some great names that are teeing it up at TPC Deer Run. I noticed getting an exemption is Jackson Coven, the 20-year-old. He's the number 1 ranked amateur in golf. No better place to tee it up than America's Heartland. It's a great golf course for him to kind of get his feet wet as a touring professional. How did that come about? Because that's an interesting get for you guys.
Well, he's actually turning professional, so we'll be his first professional event. We had him here as an exemption last year, and he's such a talented young player. Pretty much accomplished everything in college golf outside of the individual NCAA championship. And, he's got ties to the Quad Cities. His dad actually spent some time growing up here in Moline, Illinois. So, when we had him here a year ago, it was spectacular. Right now, we've got a great young crop of young guys. He's certainly right there at the top of that. A bunch of guys that have gotten their tour card through PGA Tour U, the Michael Thorbjornsons of the world, Gordon Sargent. We gave 2 exemptions recently to Preston Stout, who with Koiven and James both turning professional. Preston Stout will be the number 1 ranked amateur in the world. And a really interesting story out of Georgia, 19-year-old kid, Mason Howell, who won the U.S. Amateur a year ago. So it's fun to see. And then, we've got some guys at the top, Chris Gotterup's ranked 11th in the world, Max Homa and Ricky Fowler coming back. So we're still having great conversations with players, and we're not done yet.
It's funny too, when you talk about the field list, I was going through it and there are wonderful names with great talent that plan on being on hand. You mentioned Ricky Fowler, Max Homa, Joel Damon's in the mix there, Chris Gotterup, of course, Zach Johnson coming back, Brant Snedeker, Neil Shipley. In this field, there's a little something for everyone. And is there any type of game that you feel is best suited to take advantage of TPC Deer Run? Because I find it to be a fascinating golf course because there's a lot of elements that take place in terms of it's great to have distance, but you also have to have control at the same time on this golf course.
Yeah, I think it's a golf course. It's a second shot golf course. I don't know that I think back to any real, bombers of the golf course, overpowering it. Brian Campbell last year statistically was the shortest hitter on the PGA Tour and won 2 events last year. So to me, it's a second shot golf course, and you better have the putter hot because it's a course made for birdies. And you better be able to wedge it in there close. So it's fun. We get rave reviews on the golf course and the playability. You have to work it left, you have to work it right. And it's just fun. I mean, obviously summer weather in the Midwest, you get some humidity, the greens get soft. So it lends itself well to some scoring, and it's just fun to see it unfold throughout the week.
All right, let me ask you some questions really quick. CBS did a thing during the 108th PGA Championship in Aronimink, and it's just a couple of questions. But I'm just kind of curious on your thought because of your involvement in the game and what you do and where you are. What is the length, in your opinion, and there is no wrong answer, what is the length of a gimme putt for you?
2.5 feet.
You would give Barry Cronin
gotta be inside the leather of the putter grip.
All right. I can't believe that you would give Barry Cronin a 2.5-foot putt, but okay.
His are 5-footers.
His maybe 15. What does an amateur golfer need to shoot to be considered good at golf?
Keep it in the 70s.
Somewhere in the 70s. Okay, so In your group, name one player who is a must in your foursome, somebody that you'd love to play with anytime, anywhere.
Well, that's a great question because that throughout different eras of my life would
Right.
be answered differently. But right now, I would say the most fun I have playing golf is with my 15-year-old son.
Perfect, my friend. People who are looking for tickets, they can go to johndeereclassic.com to secure them, correct?
That's right. We'd love to have them, but get them quick, and especially if you're coming on the weekend because we will be sold out by the time we get to tournament week.
I am so happy for you and your success. I love going down to the event. It's a wonderful time. It's just 3 hours down in Illinois, past Silvis, Illinois. It's a fun place to be, the John Deere Classic. Andrew, thank you for taking the time to come on and look forward to seeing you.
Appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your weekend.
All the best, my friend. Andrew Lehman with us, tournament director of the John Deere Classic. Go to johndeereclassic.com for your tickets there, and also follow them on social media at JD Classic. Now that we no longer have a PGA Tour event at Brown Deer Park in Milwaukee, you kind of adopt the John Deere Classic because it's pretty cool. They do a lot of really neat things there, as a matter of fact. All of our guests for Garbedian on Golf brought to you by the Wild Rock Golf Club in the Wisconsin Dells, which is an amazing golf experience. You can stay ahead of the game by downloading the Wild Rock mobile app. The Wild Rock mobile app packed with features and also specials that you're going to find available only on the app. So download it now onto any device and enjoy the Wild Rock experience. Go to wildrockgolf.com to book your tee time. wildrockgolf.com. 35 miles northwest of downtown Milwaukee in the scenic Kettle Moraine. That's where you're going to find Erin Hills, which provides a championship golf experience in a comfortable setting by day or by night. Under the lights, be sure to experience the exceptional Drumlin putting course and enjoy seasonal green fees right now with the tee times that are still available to you. Plan ahead, pre-book your 2027 visit to stay and play at Erin Hills. Go to erinhills.com. Once again, erinhills.com. Milwaukee County Golf has 13 courses to choose from. That means there's an ideal course for every avid golfer. So get out there today and play. Milwaukee County Golf Courses run the gamut from fun to championship and then everything in between. MKE.golf, the place to find out the latest events, special rates, or anything golf in Milwaukee County for that matter. Tee it up today at MKE.golf. All Wisconsin residents eligible to participate in the Parks Players Discount Program. Slice up to 50% off of your green fee every time you play. For program information, go to mke.golf. Ironwood Golf Course, there are no worries, none. Ironwood Golf Course sits on 275 acres of rolling terrain in Sussex, Wisconsin. It presents 27 challenging holes for avid golfers of all abilities. Ironwood's customer-friendly staff, beautifully maintained course conditions, makes for a wonderful golfing experience. So you can find out more about the Callow, the Meath, and the Burn Irons at Ironwood Golf Course. Make your Ironwood tee time. Go to ironwoodgolfcourse.com. Coming up in just a little bit, Jack Jackson's going to join us, the managing partner from the Orchards at Egg Harbor up in Door County, right here on Garbedian on Golf, broadcasting live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. For those of you who don't know, this is Cantaloupe by Us Three.
So I did not know the song.
I just love this song.
It's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all this is.
I like it.
Yeah, it's really good. Congrats to the dream team of Derek Clark, Ben Crane. They won the 2026 AmFam Championship in TPC, Wisconsin. The dynamic duo posted a winning score of 30 under par. Hold on to a one-stroke victory in Madison. For more information on the 2026 and the 2027 AmFam Championship, go to amfamchampionship.com. You love finding hidden gems for a golf getaway. Your next great discovery is the French Lake Resort. Pete Dye, Donald Ross course has been ranked 1 and 2 in Indiana for 11 years in a row by Golf Week. Plus, you can hit the casino for the sports book. Live dealer table games, ton of ways to play. Go to FrenchLake.com to get started on a getaway of your own. Think French Lake for your next road trip. Once again, FrenchLake.com. Got to be 21 to enter the casino. Gambling problem? Call 800-9-WITH-IT or text INGAMB to 53342. Just like the music. Titleist, the number one ball in golf. You can line it up with the Stars and Stripes. Celebrate America's 250th birthday. Pro V1, Pro V1X, AIM, red, white, and blue golf balls feature the first ever 4-digit custom number, 1776, and a special edition alignment marking. Superior performance when it matters most. At every level of competitive golf, Titleist is the number one and number 1776 golf ball in ball. Titleist.com. Order yours today. FootJoy, the number one shoe in golf, the number one glove in golf. It's the new Premier Series, which is inspired by then Supercharged for now. The Premier Series is a modern reimagining of FootJoy's rich footwear history, setting a new exceptional standard in golf footwear. When trust and performance matter most, FootJoy, the number one shoe in golf, the number one glove in golf. Learn more at FootJoy.com. See how I hit that right there?
That was pretty good. You're a professional.
It's my old FM days. The weird thing is, screwed up this thing here. What did I do there? Oh, just there's so much paperwork. The weird thing is this building wasn't here.
Mm-hmm.
In the original iteration of this. I don't think we were in this building, or maybe we're in a different part of this building.
I remember Sparky saying like people. Like the sports station was in the old building across the way, over there in the parking lot.
I don't know if it was in the old building. I think it was in a portion. It's hard for me to remember this thing because it was just so long ago. But
I've only ever known it like this personally. So this is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, I've only been here 2 years, so
yeah,
a little over 2 years.
So there was
it's
another
like
building that was connected, but not connected to the old building that's across the parking lot. So I used to do overnights at MYX.
Okay,
like when you had people really doing overnights,
right?
And there was a guy named. His air name was Eddie Matthews, which I always thought was funny because it was like people didn't know what that was. It was ironic that his name was Eddie Matthews, and this ended up becoming a sports station.
Right.
And wonderful guy, complete goofball. But the thing was, the building wasn't connected.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't connect them because that building is so old. It's the old transmitter building in the parking lot here. That they had an awning that went to the door but didn't connect to the building, and then we had an awning that came down to the MYX portion. So you'd walk up a long sidewalk and make a right turn to go in the MYX building.
Okay.
And then there was Jack Lee's office was there, and Sandy Stapleton, who was one of the administrative assistants. And then there was a desk there where the receptionist was. And if you went right down the hall, it was the sales offices, and if you went left, it was the programming department. So it was just weird because it was never the buildings were never connected.
So they really consolidated since.
Well, yeah,
building.
It's way different. When I came back here, they were like, "Yeah, and here's this, and here's this." I'm like, "Yeah, I wasn't here for any of this. This is like a brand new building to me," which is kind of funny because you walk around and it's like just one big.
Right.
It's funny because people will ask me,
everybody's here. Everybody's in this one space.
Yeah, in this one area. It's when I was working with XM and Sirius, it's different because it was the old Reader's Digest building in DC.
Okay.
Because DC was where XM was located out of. Sirius was out of New York. When they figured out they couldn't beat each other and they merged, they moved all of everything to New York because it's just easier.
Right.
And they kept a lot of the political stuff and a lot of the kind of niche sports in DC. So we had the whole building to ourselves, and it was a giant building. I mean, when we first started there, it was awesome because they had an entire floor dedicated to just food where you went down and had breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Because they had people there all the time.
I'm gonna start petitioning for that here.
No, you're never gonna.
I'm not gonna.
It's never gonna happen. One of the cool things I will say is they had a thing. You had a certain like I have a credential, and the XM credential had a barcode on it. It had some sort of hologram kind of a thing, and you had to put that in the elevator you had to slide it in and pull it out, and it would let you go to the broadcast floor.
Okay.
And that's the only way you could get there. And when the door opened to the broadcast floor in the elevator, you looked out and it was 1,000 monitors bouncing with all of the different stations at the same time. It was the coolest looking thing. This is how cool it was. The first time I was in the building and I went up in the elevator and went to the floor, the door opened. I was like, wow. And then the doors closed and it went back down. I never got off the elevator. Then they had to go back up and do it again. But it was
being
like
in DC with a special credential, big room with monitors. Probably felt like you were in the CIA or something.
It was just awesome. It's the building is. I'm pretty sure they're still using the building. I haven't been there in a while. I'll have to go back there and find out.
Get some food.
Yeah, I don't think that's there anymore. Jack Jackson coming our way in just a little bit. The managing partner at the Orchards at Egg Harbor. Also on the show this morning, Tyler Morse joining us, the owner operator of the club at Lac La Belle, and Matt Bache with us, general manager of Hawksview. So we're basically finding out places where each and every one of you can go play. This is one of those places where you can go play and have a really good time. The Island Resort and Casino, one of the Midwest premier golf, casino, and entertainment resort destinations. It features over 450 guest rooms. It has an expansive Vegas-style casino. It has the Horizon Steakhouse, but it also has the new 9-hole Cedar course with preview rounds coming up in July of 26. Booking with packages in July of 27, and Cedar complements 2 Midwest award-winning championship golf courses, Sweetgrass and Sage Run. You're going to find your total experience at the island. Go to islandresort.com for more information. PGA Tour Superstore, the official golf retailer of the multi-award-winning Garbedian on golf. I was there yesterday. This is the shirt I bought yesterday.
Oh, nice. I like it.
I didn't really buy it, but I got it. Let's just put it that way. Find everything you need and or want for your golf game at PGA Tour Superstore, 18550 West Blue Mound Road in Brookfield. When I came home, Darla was like, oh, more shirts.
Of course.
Yeah.
At least you didn't come home with more hats or clubs, right? Or did you come home with more hats and clubs?
Charlie Houston producing the program this morning for maybe the final time in the history of the planet. Find out what's trending in equipment, apparel, technology, repairs, lessons, and more. Darla does a great thing because she'll look at me. She goes, "Is that a new shirt?" No. I don't know, a couple hundred shirts sitting in the closet, probably another 1,000 downstairs somewhere. I don't know. It might be new to you, but no, it's not. This one is a new shirt. This is
there. You go.
So I like it. It's a
FootJoy shirt,
1,001, and it's FootJoy shirt. And it has the suits of cards in it.
Okay, I was gonna say it looks like honeycomb. From here.
But it's like if you look, it's like diamonds, clubs, spades, and hearts.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. I kind of like this. I might get another one.
There you go.
I do have 2. I have some shirts. I have more than one of. It's the same shirt.
Don't they have like different colors or something you could get at least?
I found there's a FootJoy shirt that I love this year that I got this year that I was like, I'm getting another one of these because there was one last year that I wanted to get and they sold out of it instantly and they couldn't even find one for me.
That's crazy.
So when I found it at a couple different golf courses, I got it because it was like.
It's high quality, obviously.
Well,
and people want it. Yeah,
man,
high demand.
It's a good looking shirt. Oh, it's a good looking shirt. PGA Tour Superstore. You can find the most popular brands, experience exceptional service, enjoy the best that the great game of golf has to offer. PGA Tour Superstore in Brookfield at 18550 West Blue Mound Road in Brookfield. Worldwide on the web at pgasuperstore.com. You can join the Wisconsin State Golf Association. Make your next round count. Since I'm not using any of my tournament entries, you can use mine for only $50. You're going to receive your official handicap index along with other great benefits, which includes the WSJ tournament schedule featuring over 100 events for men and women of all abilities. And that includes the Wisconsin State Amateur Championship sponsored by West Bend Insurance. Find out more information. Go to WSGA.org. For the Wisconsin PGA, golf is more than just a game. It's a lifelong journey. In the Wisconsin PGA, they're the leaders in Wisconsin junior golf. You can join them on the links this season. Their mission is to promote the great game of golf by providing positive opportunities, enjoyment, and education to Wisconsin junior golfers and also their families. So learn more. Reach out to a PGA professional near you or visit wiscjuniorgolf.com. You can get your golf on at the Broadlands of North Prairie. It's a beautiful 18-hole Rick Jacobson design. It's a must-play for every golfing season. At the Broadlands of North Prairie, you're going to find a great golf, a friendly atmosphere, a wonderful vibe. Broadlands is an unforgettable layout. It stirs the imagination, challenges the competitive spirit, and is a treat for avid golfers of all abilities. Broadlands Golf Club in North Prairie, Wisconsin. Plan an outing, join a league, book your tee time. You can do it all by going to broadlandsgolfclub.com. Coming up after the break, Jack Jackson's going to join us from the Orchards at Egg Harbor up in Door County, right here on Garbedian on Golf, broadcasting live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. All of the guests for Garbedian on Golf brought to you by the Wild Rock Golf Club in the Wisconsin Dells. An amazing golf experience. Stay ahead of the game. Download the Wild Rock mobile app. The app is packed with features and specials only available on the Wild Rock mobile app. Download it now on any device and then enjoy the Wild Rock experience even more. Book your tee time online today at wildrockgolfclub.com. Wildrockgolf.com. Henry Flocks in West Allis. That's where quality service and hospitality always is special of the day. Henry Flocks, a casual neighborhood steakhouse, delicious food, exceptional bar. There is so much to enjoy. Henry Flocks, 92nd and National in West Allis. For more information, visit henryflock.com. This season, play the home of Wisconsin golf at the Eagle Springs Golf Resort. Founded in 1893, Eagle Springs Golf Resort ranked 23rd best 9-hole course in the world by Golf Magazine. Eagle Springs Golf Resort, 6th-generation family-owned facility, just a short ride from Milwaukee, Madison, or Chicago. For more information, make a tee time, explore, go to eaglespringsgolfresort.com. Waukesha County Golf Courses, that's where your next best game awaits. Discover the lush greens, rolling hills of Waukesha County Golf Courses. Whether you're a pro or just starting out, Waukesha County Golf Courses offers something for everyone. Enjoy breathtaking views, challenging fairways, a welcoming community for golfers. For more information, visit golfwaukeshacounty.com. We'll just go out with Dire Straits and let them hit it. You can play it loud. It's okay.
Dude, people want to overshadow it.
Nah. Nah.
When it's Dire Straits, it doesn't matter.
No, not at all. Look at them yo-yos. Truth be told, it's one of my favorite places in the great state of Wisconsin. Door County, just different in the best of ways. It's serene, peaceful, majestic, spectacular. There are things to see and do that keep you coming back for seasons to come. And here to talk about one of the great places to play in Door County, please welcome one of my all-time favorite people on the planet, the managing partner of the Orchards at Egg Harbor, the lovely and talented Jack Jackson. Jack, my friend, how are you?
Good morning, Chuck. Thanks for having me on.
It's always a pleasure, my friend. How are things in Door County? Is it bustling? Everybody's up there now because the season is on.
The season really just got going this last week. It was a little slower start than normal with the weather up here, but it's packed up now.
Oh, man, I'll tell you, the weather early on had to be. I mean, you guys are a couple weeks behind because you're further north, but April was just a mess with all the water that we had. May was kind of interesting. It's been a wild spring. How is the golf course?
It's great. Greens are rolling. Everything's coming around. Finally got some warm weather and everything kicked in.
Got all your staff back? Everybody's there?
Yep. We're actually doing very well in that category. We feel fortunate. We get a lot of retired guys that like to work mornings, and it really helps out.
Talk a little bit, too, about the uniqueness of the property and what you love about it, because I love going up there and playing it. It's one of my favorite places in the state. It's just a unique and wonderful venue to tee it up.
Yeah, it's built on the escarpment, so, it's up and down, not much soil, so it dries out quick, and, it's just a challenge keeping it going, but, it also lends it to the natural orchards and stuff like that were on the property when we bought it. Been replanting some trees probably since the last time you've been up.
Yeah.
We have quite a few new cherry trees and apple trees throughout the property, little orchard plots. So it's looking good.
Jack Jackson with us, managing partner of the Orchards at Egg Harbor. Book your tee time right now. Find out more. Go to orchards@eggharbor.com. Also follow them on social media at Orchards Golf, and all of our guests are courtesy of Wild Rock Golf Club in the Wisconsin Dells, a spectacular Herdsden Fry design. Wild Rock Golf Club, learn more, book your tee time, go to wildrockgolf.com. The Orchards in Egg Harbor, it's a William Newcomb design. It opened in 2000. It's hard to believe how fast the time has flown by already. What do you look back fondly upon since the opening?
Yeah, just the way that it's grown in, and, the loyal customers, year after year. Door County is kind of funny. People that played today probably played last year and the year before and the year before on the same day. We got, we don't have a lot of, we only have about 50 members. So we get a lot of new customers, or repeat customers. It's just like everybody schedules when they done today, they schedule their vacation for next year at the same time.
The outward nine and the inward nine are really two distinctly different nines, offering their own challenges, their own risks, their own rewards. Just out of curiosity, do you ever flip the nines to start the day?
Yeah, every other week, Tuesdays we do that because we have a league, men's league Tuesday afternoon, and they don't like to play the front nine every time. So we flipped that over. Originally, that was they were flipped, but then the location of the range kind of determined that we
Right.
should probably get it a little closer up to the first. But it actually works out better finishing right there on 18 by the clubhouse.
It's such a cool piece of property, and it's really one of the neatest places on the planet. Whenever I talk to people with Lynx Magazine or Golf Digest or Golf Magazine, I always say, have you been to the orchards at Egg Harbor? And they're like, no. And then they get up there and they're like, we had no idea how nice this place was, how cool this place is. And I think that's one of the things is in Door County, just the whole vibe of Door County alone, it's the perfect complement in terms of if you're going to build a golf course, this is the golf course that you would build in Door County.
Yeah, it's pretty natural. We didn't move it much soil, dirt, whatever you want to say. So it's just kind of the rolling natural landscape, so it's pretty nice. We got GPS carts last year, and boy, has that been a tremendous, you can geofence off some areas and, that are hard to grow grass on. And so you can kind of keep carts out of there, and that comes back real nice. So been really good.
No,
and we got some of the whole. Did I send you the thing over for the Sean Zock and John? Parent?
Oh yeah,
Sean works for golf.com. They're doing their Dream 18 holes in Door County, and they're going to play them all in one day. So I think there's 10 courses up here, and they're going to pick the best holes or whatever, best 18, and then they're going to try to play them all in one day, starting, like on Washington Island and working their way south.
Oh my gosh. Is there still a little 9-hole on Washington Island?
Yeah. Yep. And then,
I know it was for sale for a while, and I don't know that it ever got sold or not, or whatever they decided to do with it. At one point I looked at Darla and went, we could own a golf course. And she was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, that was a good move on her part.
Yeah. She's brilliant.
But yeah, it's still there. Yep.
Do they know what holes they're using for your course?
It ends, I think, the June 16th. So the final voting's coming up.
Good.
So
you want me to vote for anything in particular? What do you want?
We just we send it out to our members and other people and just say, hey, what holes do you like? I would assume number 16 and 17 will probably be on there.
Yep, I would think so. Yeah. Those are good ones for them to struggle on. I can see that. That'd be wonderful for them to do. Jack Jackson with us, managing partner of the Orchards at Egg Harbor. Go to orchards@eggharbor.com for more information. Also, follow them on social media at Orchards Golf on X. PGA Tour did a thing, or PGA Championship did a thing at Aronimink about questions. I'm going to ask you these questions. There is no right or wrong answer. I'm just curious what you think. What is the length of a gimme putt, in your opinion?
1 foot.
1 foot. Okay. We had somebody who said, I don't give putts. Okay, that's fine too. What does an amateur golfer need to shoot to be considered good at golf?
What's the average handicap in the United States? 28 or something? I would say you'd have to be, I'd say 18 bogey golf.
18 bogey golf. Okay, that'd be great. Okay, and then who is a must player in your foursome? One person that you have to have in your foursome when you play because you just enjoy having that person around so much.
Oh, it'd have to be you.
Yeah, we've done that already. There's video evidence of that somewhere.
And that was fun.
Yes, for those who don't know, it was me, Jack Jackson, Cindy Morgan from Caddyshack, and Lynn Dickey. That was our group. And we played in what was it was some outing up there at your place, and I don't know even what it was, but it was
Door County Charities.
There it is. Yeah, and we did pretty well. We held our own, my friend. We certainly did.
Yes, we did.
I don't know that we won, but we held our own, and we had a great time afterwards in the bar area. That was fun.
I think that's one of those tournaments where you don't want to win. First place is not as good as last place.
Oh man, the stories are even better. I am so happy things are going well for you and the group up there. I'm looking forward to coming up. In the meantime, you have a wonderful day. Are you playing today or just running the place?
Yeah, we're booked up solid today, so good. No golf for me.
All right, not this time, but another time. All the best.
You too.
Talk to you soon. Jack Jackson with us, the managing partner of the Orchards at Egg Harbor. Go to orchardsateggharbor.com for more information. Follow them on social media at Orchards Golf. Congrats to the dream team of Darren Clark and Ben Crane. They won the 2026 AmFam Championship at TPC Wisconsin. The dynamic duo posted a winning score of 30 under par to hold on to a one-stroke victory in Madison. For more information on the 2026 and 2027 AmFam Championship, go to amfamchampionship.com. If you haven't got a golf trip on the calendar for this season, there's still time to make it happen at the French Lick Resort. It's the only place where you can play courses by Pete Dye and Donald Ross. You can do that together on the same property, and you can play both championship courses through the fall when you book the Hall of Fame package. Golf season lasts well into the fall in southern Indiana. You'll be glad that you teed it up with a trip to French Lick. Go to FrenchLick.com to start planning. FrenchLick.com. You got to be 21 to enter the casino. If there's a gambling problem, call 800-9-WITH-IT or text ING-AMB to 53342. Titleist is the number one ball in golf, and every Titleist golf ball designed by one R&D team with one mission to help you play your best game and post lower scores. That is the difference between just a golf ball and the number one ball in golf. Superior performance when it matters most. At every level of competitive golf, Titleist is the number one ball in golf. Go to Titleist.com for more information. FootJoy, the number one shoe in golf, the number one glove in golf, and the new Premier Series, which is inspired by then, is supercharged for now. The Premier Series is a modern reimagining of FootJoy's rich footwear history, setting a new exceptional standard in golf footwear. When trust and performance matter most, FootJoy is the number one shoe in golf, the number one glove in golf. Learn more at footjoy.com. Tap In Golf Bar in Waukesha on Sussex, open all season long. They offer the best in indoor golf. Enjoy golf simulators, spirits, food, sports when you want them all season long at the Tap In Golf Bar. No slow play. It's climate controlled, no lost golf balls. And that's to go along with a fully stocked beverage center and great food. Tap In Golf Bar in Waukesha on Sussex. Find out more. Go to tapingolfbar.com. Our thanks to everybody involved with the first hour of the program. Charlie Houston producing our program and doing a wonderful job as usual. Also joining us, Andrew Lehman, the tournament director of the John Deere Classic. Go to johndeereclassic.com for tickets there. Jack Jackson with us, the managing partner at the Orchards at Egg Harbor. Go to orchardsateggharbor.com for more information there. Coming up in hour number 2, Tyler Morse will join us, the owner-operator of the club at Lac La Belle. Also with us, Matt Bache, the general manager of Hawksview Golf Club. That and so much more coming your way. Island Resort Casino in Michigan, scenic Upper Peninsula, one of the Midwest premier golf, casino, and entertainment resort destinations. Cedar Course is coming July of 26, packages in 27. You're going to find your total experience at the island. Go to Island Resort for more information. PGA Tour Superstore, the official golf retailer of the multi-award-winning Garbedian on golf. In Brookfield at 18550 West Blue Mountain Road, worldwide at pgatourssuperstore.com. You can join the Wisconsin State Golf Association to make your next round count. Find out more information. Go to wsga.org. And if you love golf in Wisconsin, show your love of golf with a great cause by getting a Wisconsin golf license plate. More information there, wiskjuniorgolf.com. It is the multi-award-winning Garbedian on Golf, broadcasting live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook.
From the tee to the fairway to the green. From the PGA to the LPGA to the Live Golf Tour. If it's golf related, Chuck Garbedian will discuss it. It's time to tee it up for the award-winning Garbedian on Golf Show on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network.
I'm alright. Nobody but about me. Hey, you got to give me a fight.
It is the multi-award-winning Garbedian on Golf here on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network. Our show sponsors include the Wild Rock Golf Club at the Wilderness Resort, the American Family Insurance Championship, Sweetgrass Sage Run at the Island Resort, PGA Tour Superstore, Erin Hills, Titleist, FootJoy, the French Lick Resort, the Wisconsin State Golf Association, the Wisconsin PGA, Eagle Springs Golf Resort, the Waukesha County Parks Department, Henry Flock Steakhouse, the Milwaukee County Parks Department, Ironwood Golf Course in Sussex, and Old Fashioned Golf, along with the Tap-In Golf Bar in Sussex and Waukesha. And the Broadlands Golf Course, a must-play Rick Jacobson design in North Prairie, which if you're heading out to, by all means, give yourself some time because they're working on Highway 59 out there. It is nuts trying to get around with all the construction. All of our guests are courtesy of the Wild Rock Golf Club in the Wisconsin Dells, a spectacular Herdsden Fry design. Book your must-play tee time at wildrockgolf.com. This hour of the show brought to you by the Island Resort and Casino in Northern Michigan. It's the home of Sweetgrass Sage Run. Coming soon, Cedar. Very intriguing. Championship golf at its finest, as well as first-rate accommodations. Book your trip at theislandresort.com. Father's Day is next week. Is it?
It is. Yes.
Wow, that's coming up fast. US Open edition of the show continues. More great guests. June 20th. Gary Van Sickle will join us in Sports Illustrated, which had some news this week because Sports Illustrated got rid of their entire golf department. Ta-da!
Wow.
Yeah, it's a mistake on their part.
They get Sports Illustrated in general has been, I feel like over the past 5 years,
it has been a rapid decline.
A lot of bad mistakes.
Well, they've changed ownership like 10 times.
Yeah,
that's part of the problem is the new people don't have a clue.
Right. I've never been connected.
Well, here's the thing. This is what'll solve it for you. If you're doing stuff for money, it never works out.
Yeah.
If you're trying to just make money, it's not going to work out. If you do something that you love, you can make money doing that because you love doing it.
Right.
You're not going, what's my return on investment? I have to make 18%, whatever it happens to be. It just doesn't work like that. And these guys aren't interested in, these guys are interested in making money, which I get. That's what the whole planet's based on. That's great. However, the service that you provide is to golfers who are incredibly loyal and want to do things with you, but not if you're going to sit there and screw the system, and they did.
Yeah.
So they got rid of guys like Bob Herrick. We had Bob Herrick on the show talking about his book. And you're like, you don't want this guy?
Right.
What guy do you want? What do you want?
Yeah,
We don't want to pay for it. Well, that's a problem. So Gary Van Sickle is going to join us next week. Todd Lewis will be with us from Golf Channel. Adam Schuback from Golf Week and Ron Green Jr. from Global Golf Course.
That'll be a fun one.
Yeah, and it's the United States Open, which is all red, white, and blue. Is Tyler there, or do you have to find him? You want to call him? Give him a buzz, see if he's there. I think I gave him a number, or I can text him, either or, whatever. Call him first. If he doesn't answer, then we'll just do that. There's all kinds of things going on, as a matter of fact, at the club at Lac La Belle. I love drone shots. It's a good thing we got drones now, because if we didn't have drones, what would we have? We would have people in helicopters. We used to do that when I was with the Greater Milwaukee Open. They would schedule a day with Tom Strong when he was the tournament director, where they would have a helicopter fly over and do the flyovers for all of the holes for the ABC broadcast. It's a lot of fun that way. I'm sure he's there. Was he waiting for us, or was he going to call us?
He picked up right away. So I don't know.
Oh, he's just sitting around waiting for us.
That's all right.
Certainly a must-play each and every season. The club at Lac La Belle has a history and a vibe that you simply cannot purchase. It is something that is nurtured, something that is earned, and it is something that is growing even as we speak. Here to tell us more about the club at Lac La Belle, please welcome one of my all-time favorites, the lovely and talented Tyler Morse. Ty, my friend, how are you?
I'm good, Chuck. How are you doing?
Wonderful.
Thanks for having me on.
I saw a great picture of you sitting there with the latest addition to the club at Lac La Belle. Tell people what that addition is.
Yeah, it's Uncle Henry's backyard.
Yes, indeed.
Our newest golf course, 9-hole par 3 course. We're super excited to open it up.
And have avid people play it. One of the things I love details, but one of the things I love about details is the fact that Uncle Henry's backyard, the clubhouse, which was designed in the spirit of the original 1896 clubhouse. It's really a cool vibe out there.
Yeah, thanks, Chuck. Yeah, that was kind of the idea. We have just such an amazing history, and I've always really liked the design of this clubhouse they had back in 1896. It was actually right on the water, and then yeah, we used the local architect here and brought it back to life. Super fun.
Talk a little bit too about Uncle Henry's backyard. It's a brand new addition to the club at Lac La Belle. How did it come to be? Whose idea was this?
Yeah, I would say it was Dad and I's idea. Probably 6 years ago. And we just thought, wouldn't it be fun to use this piece of land to add additional golf? And as you know, par 3 courses are getting really popular. I had the opportunity to play Sandbox right when it opened at Sand Valley, and I had actually never played a par 3 course before that. And I was like, boy, this is really a lot of fun. I almost had more fun on the par 3 course than the main course. And wouldn't it be neat if we could bring something like this to Lac La Belle? And the dream came true.
I've always found too with the par 3 courses, there's always a lot of jawing involved when you have people with you. There's a lot of side bets and gambling. There's a lot of like, hey, nice shot there, loser. There's a lot of just talking the great game of golf that's part of the atmosphere, part of the vibe, part of the charm of what goes on.
No, I agree. The par 3 courses, we've had a lot of people come off the course and be like, boy, I think it's the most fun I've had playing golf in my life. And I mean, that's the idea, right? It's more relaxed, a little less intimidating. You're hitting shots, maybe 168 yards, somewhere in there is kind of our longest hole. So yeah, you don't need to bring too many clubs with you. And it's just a blast.
Well, and I think the thing is too, is when you go play an 18-hole regulation golf course, you have a thing in mind where you're going, look, I got to grind through this thing. I got to work at it. I'm trying to shoot the best score on earth. When you get to a par 3 course, you're going, how close can I hit it? And you try to jar everything. Your mindset changes completely and you have way more fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's so much fun. And what we did was I just love the idea when your ball hits the green and it does something.
Yes.
So we've used a lot of the slopes and banks, and this was a completely flat piece of land that we moved a lot of dirt to create something very unique. And so it's fun. You know, we've had, I think, already 3 holes in ones.
Wow.
Yeah. And we're only been open for a couple weeks. So the idea is, it's hitting a slope and then coming back to the hole. I think it just makes it so much more fun.
Well, and I think the other thing too with it is the opportunity is there on all of the holes to make a hole in one. You have a chance because you have a shorter club in your hand, and you know what, things I can tell you from personal experience, things happen sometimes, and all of a sudden it's like, did that go in? And everybody's I mean, you see it on tour. Guys who have played golf their entire life professionally, when they make a hole in one, they act like kids. It's so much fun to watch.
Oh yeah. There's nothing better than a hole in one on a golf course. And I'm sure we'll have quite a bit this season, which is great. I mean, that's the idea. We want people to have fun and have a chance to see the ball go in.
Tyler Morris with us, the owner, operator of the club at Lac La Belle. Go to club@laclabelle.com for more information. Follow them on social media at Club Lac La Belle. This effort, and you mentioned your dad. I had the great fortune of spending some time with your dad as well. This effort, the entirety of the property is going to be here long after we're all gone, which says something to the commitment of you and your family. Generations are going to be playing the great game on your property for years to come. And I would imagine for you at the same time, that is daunting, but it's also awesome that people will be enjoying this for a long, long time.
Yeah, no, you bring something important to our family up, right? I mean, that was the idea from the beginning. The course was was struggling and needed a lot of work. And we felt, very privileged that we can have the opportunity to kind of steward this property. And it's been around since 1896. It would have been a shame to see it go away. And now, I agree. Hopefully it lives long past where we're gone, Chuck.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
I would certainly think so. But I think the other cool thing about it is the history in the property and the people who are on that land who are now gone. people who have won U.S. Opens, people who are associated with Carnoustie, people who just really enjoy the great game. It would be a shame for it to disappear, not just because of the age of it, but because of the history and the lore that's behind it.
Yeah, I agree. There's the history that we've been able to uncover with our historian David has been just incredible. He's just done this all voluntarily. He's also the historian for Carnoustie Golf Club, and kind of connecting the two clubs has been just so neat. And you're right. Yeah, you'd hate to see this history kind of get lost, because it really is really, really special. I'd love to share the kind of the idea behind the name. We don't have an Uncle Henry.
Sure. Right.
Yeah.
Darla asked me that, and she goes, "Is there an Uncle Henry?" I went, "I don't think so, but we'll ask."
Yeah. So Uncle Henry. So Henry Schufelt was our founder in 1896, and in 1895 he had actually built a golf course in his backyard on Lac La Belle. And it's kind of a neat story that's in the Chicago Tribune. We have the newspaper article there of what it was back in 1895. And so he built this thing in 1895 before he found the golf course in 1896 where we play today. So it's a play off of that. And the reason why we're calling Uncle Henry is his nephew was a guy by the name of Henry Chandler Egan. And Chandler Egan went on to win our U.S. Amateur twice. He helped design Pebble Beach with Alistair McKenzie, partnered up with Alistair McKenzie with golf course architecture, did many golf courses out in Oregon and California. So just talking about that unique history about Chandler and him spending his time in Oconomowoc and as a kid and learning how to play golf at Lac La Belle, a neat story too. So yeah, just having fun playing around with, telling these different stories that hopefully don't get.
Well, and that's part of the thing that happens with, years ago, Lee Trevino was up at the AmFam, and he had a chance to sit down and listen to him. And he played golf with Sam Snead, and he's telling you stories about other things, and you don't get to hear those stories from the actual people that were there. That's the thing. Like if La Belle had gone away, people would have written about it later. Gary D'Amato would have written about it. Gary Van Sickle would have written about it. Somebody would have said there was this club. It's the same thing that happened with Lido. When Lido disappeared, it disappeared until the Kaisers brought it back. But for the Kaisers to bring it back, you had to have two things. You had to have land to build it, and you had to have money to build it. And in those days, when that was built originally, like your course, when it was built originally, he built a golf course in his backyard. How many of us would love to build a golf course in our backyard?
Yeah, so much fun. I mean, 1895, that was in the very cusp of golf coming over to America. I mean, he was before his time, which was really neat. And Lac La Belle was a place where people came from Chicago to really enjoy life. You felt like you're up north. The train came right into Oconomowoc, and this is where people kind of spent their leisure time. And what better thing to do in your leisure time than play golf? So it was kind of neat.
There's nothing better for your leisure time than to playing golf, my friend. And there's no better place to go play it than at La Belle. Let me ask you this: on X, Golf on CBS did a thing at the 108th PGA Championship in Aronimink. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. There is no wrong answer. It's just your opinion. I'm just curious. What is the length of a gimme putt for you? Who would you give a putt to? How long would it be?
I'm super generous. Maybe 3 feet.
Wow, you are super generous.
Yeah, I'm real. Pick it up.
Yeah, good for you. That's really nice. What does an amateur golfer need to shoot to be considered good at golf? In your opinion?
I would say in the 80s.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a tough game.
Yeah, it is. I think sometimes television does it an injustice because they show highlights where everybody hits it to a foot, and that doesn't happen all the time. There's a lot of players that don't do that at all, and you should be able to watch everybody kind of chip and putt and learn how to play the game around the green. And I think that's what the perfect thing is for Uncle Henry's backyard, is the fact that it's a par 3 golf course. You learn to get better pretty quick on a par 3 golf course. Who has to be in your favorite foursome? Just one player. If you're going to play with somebody that you really just enjoy playing with. Can be anybody.
Oh man, good question. It could be anybody.
Anybody.
Holy cow! I've never thought of this. Yeah, I mean, my first reaction would be Tiger Woods, just because it's Tiger Woods,
Sure.
right? I mean, I think that's a common answer, but oh, geez, yeah, I don't know. That's a good
Well,
question.
do this. Ruminate on it for a little while, and then text me later and let me know what you think.
Yeah, there we go.
You'll come up
Yeah,
with
I'll let you
something,
know.
or some member of the either the membership or the staff will go, here's what you should have. So there,
Right,
and again, there is no wrong
love it.
answer. There's none whatsoever.
No.
U.S. Open is coming up this week at out east.
Yep, Shinnecock.
It would be great to have a U.S. Open again back in the backyard. Do you do something for the U.S. Open since you have such a lineage with the U.S. Open at the club at Lac La Belle?
Well, actually, it's interesting you bring that up. We our historian has a U.S. Open trophy on loan, and we actually have it on display at Uncle Henry's right now, which is, yeah, I mean, really special. Only way you're getting a U.S. Open is you got to host one or you got to win one.
Right.
So to have it on display at Uncle Henry's is really special.
That is awesome, my friend. That is cool.
Yeah.
If people are looking to
Yeah.
make tea times, do they go online to do that at club@laclabelle.com?
You got it. Yep. Or give us a call.
All right. Are you playing today?
No, I played yesterday. Played Uncle Henry's last night. It was a beautiful night.
Oh, I bet.
Beautiful evening.
How'd you do?
Yeah.
How many birdies did you have last night?
I had one birdie.
It's a great game. It's such a great game. I just love it.
Yeah,
My friend, all the best. I'll look forward to seeing you soon, but congratulations on the success. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, thanks so much, Chuck. Come out anytime.
I'll
Love
talk.
to have you.
I thank you. I appreciate that. I'll talk to you soon, my friend. Tyler Morris with us, owner, operator of the Club at Lac La Belle. Go to club@laclabelle.com for more information. Follow them on social media at Club Lac La Belle. It's Uncle Henry's backyard. And then get out there. Get a picture taken with the U.S. Open trophy. You won't see many of them. I've almost stolen one once, so keep that in mind. You don't get the chance to see a U.S. Open trophy really up close and personal. This is your opportunity. Head out to the club at Lac La Belle. All of our guests for Garbedian on Golf brought to you by the Wild Rock Golf Club in the Wisconsin Dells, which is an amazing golf experience. Stay ahead of the game. Download the Wild Rock mobile app because the app is packed with features and specials you find only on the Wild Rock mobile app. Download it now on any device and enjoy the Wild Rock experience. Book your tee time today online. Go to wildrockgolf.com, wildrockgolf.com. Henry Flax in West Allis. That's where quality service, hospitality, they're always the special of the day. Enjoy the all-new shuttle service to Brewers, Bucks, and Admirals games, as well as concerts and special events. Can you imagine what the shuttle was like last night?
Probably insane.
Coming back from the Miz. I wonder if they should have a Miz drink.
They should.
I bet you Henry Flox has a Miz drink of some kind. And it's probably tiny because you have to drink it really fast, like at 104.9 miles an hour.
But it's also really maybe just really tall and skinny. And
then,
you just try to challenge, drink it as fast as you
can. It's like in a shot glass, but the shot glass is like 4 feet tall and it's really thin.
Oh, they should pay us for these ideas, man.
I think they do. Well, they pay half of us. Anyway, so much to enjoy at Henry Flock's 92nd and National in West Allis. For more information, visit henryflock.com. This season, play the home of Wisconsin golf at the Eagle Springs Golf Resort. It's founded in 1893. It's listed as one of the first 100 clubs established in the United States by the USGA. Eagle Springs Golf Resort, 6th-generation family-owned facility. It's just a short ride from Milwaukee, Madison, or Chicago. Eagle Springs Golf Resort. For more information to make tee times and explore, visit eaglespringsgolfresort.com. Waukesha County Golf Course is where your next best game awaits. You can discover the lush greens and rolling hills of Waukesha County Golf Courses. Whether you're a pro or just starting out, Waukesha County Golf Courses offer something for everyone. Enjoy breathtaking views, challenging fairways, and a welcoming community for golfers. For more information, visit golfwaukeshacounty.com. It is the multi-award-winning Garbedian on Golf here with you, broadcasting live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, and that's powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. Congrats to the Dream Team, Darren Clark, Ben Crane. They won the 2026 AmFam Championship at TPC, Wisconsin. For more information on the upcoming AmFam Championship, go to amfamchampionship.com. French Lick, it's more than just a great name in the hometown of Larry Bird. It's a bucket list golf destination. You have to play to believe. Visit FrenchLick.com for more information. Again, get your trip on the books at FrenchLick.com. Got to be 21 to enter the casino. Gambling problem, call 800-9-WITH-IT or text ING-AMB to 53342. Titleist is the number one ball in golf. Superior performance when it matters most. Go to Titleist.com for more information. FootJoy, the number one shoe in golf, the number one glove in golf. Learn more at FootJoy.com. Without further ado, you send out the bat signal, and it's answered because sometimes your friends are the best people on the planet. It is a pleasure to welcome in one of my all-time favorite people, the lovely and talented Jeff Levering. How was it last night? First of all, thank you for taking the time. I appreciate that because I put in the call really early this morning. How cool was it last night to watch Mizorowski just go crazy?
Yeah, my pleasure, Chuck. It was the best pitching performance I've ever seen in my life.
Right, in person.
In person.
Yes.
In person. And to have the honor to call it was even better. I mean, those are the games that you wake up and you dream of, and it feels like this is the type of performance that was coming for Miz.
Mm-hmm.
The way that he's been throwing the ball since the beginning of May. You just kind of thought that this was in him, and if it weren't for, and it wasn't even a bad pitch that he threw to Schwarber, it was just all right. First pitch, here's a slider down in the zone, it's base hit. Other than that, he was perfect. He was absolutely perfect. 27 up, 27 down, 15 strikeouts, no walks. Just utterly dominant, and I don't think I'll ever see another pitching performance like that ever again.
Jeff Levering with us from the Milwaukee Brewers broadcast crew. The thing that I found most fascinating about it, all the years that I spent with the Brewers from 84 to 2000, you'd see things night in and night out. The thing that I always look for, especially in this day and age where people strike out all the time, when I saw 15 strikeouts, I wasn't surprised. The thing that really impressed me was no walks, which gives you an idea at 6'7" and 105 miles an hour. Dude, it's coming, and you know it's coming, and yet you got to do something, and nobody put it into play, really, except for Schwarber, and that's an accident. That's a major league hit accident.
Yeah, there were 3 fly ball outs, Chuck, and my favorite stat was there's 2 stats. One was that there were no 3-ball counts, and the fact that there were only 3 2-ball counts in the entire game for Jacob Mizorowski, and one of them was to Schwarber in the first at-bat. He went 2-0 to Kyle Schwarber, and it was the only time he was 2-0 for the rest of the night. He was just totally in command. Anybody could have been up there at the plate. It could have been Barry Bonds at the plate. It could have been Hank Aaron at the plate. And Jacob Mizorowski would have made them look like they were little leaguers last night. It was incredible.
Wouldn't that be kind of cool, though, with AI to put those guys in a position to face him and just see what would have happened? Because those are, you're in this day and age, you're looking at epic battles. It'll be interesting to see Miz take on anybody who's like dialed in and really going. And I would imagine that everyone on this roster is thankful that he's with them and not against them, because I think you'd hate to face him on every 4th day if you didn't have to.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I mean, he's taken on Aaron Judge, and you can make the argument that he's the best pitcher in Major League Baseball, or the best hitter in baseball. He's taken on Yordan Alvarez, who also is an amazing hitter, maybe one of the best hitters at the Houston Astros, made him look like a little leaguer. He faced Shohei Ohtani last year. He had a home run against him in his first at-bat and then struck him out in his next 2 ABs, and that was a different version of Mizorowski a season ago. So, to me, and the fact that he, after the ball game, said, I don't think I really had my good stuff until the 5th inning. I went, oh, my God, dude, this kid is unbelievable. I got a text message from the former chief master sergeant of Space Force, and I know humble brag a little bit, but he's a huge Brewers fan. He's a huge Brewers fan, and I went to Brewers fantasy camp with him a couple of years ago. Amazing human being. He's a season seat holder now, and he sent me a text message after the ball game. So, oh my God, I can't believe what I just watched. And I said, you might need to call some of your guys with Space Force to make sure that he's not an alien.
Right.
I mean, seriously, it feels like he's on a different planet right now.
The funny thing is, too, is you look at the 2026 season stats, and he's 8-2, and you're thinking, how did he lose twice?
Sure. I mean, April, he was still trying to figure himself out.
Right.
And the fact that he's only gone over 100 pitches one time, Chuck, this year is still remarkable to me. One time, and it was against Boston early on in the season. I think it was his 3rd or 4th start. He's on a different level. And the fact that he wants to get better, knows that he can get better. I don't know how you can get better, but boy, am I here to see it.
And you want this as your teammate. This is, you want this guy as a guy who leads and doesn't follow, who goes, this is what we're going to do, and this is how we're going to do it, and this is the protocol that I have to get better is, I had a great night last night, but that was last night. What's the next start look like?
Yeah, totally. And Murph said it best in his post-game conference too. He said it's almost Forrest Gump-like,
yes,
where you don't believe it, and it's kind of this happy ignorance to him. I mean, he throws that last pitch, he puts his arms up, and he is all smiles. He can't do anything but smile because he's so excited about what he did. But then you look at him in between innings, and he is laser focused in between innings.
Yeah, he's locked in.
It's just one of those things where you go, oh my God, the sky is the limit for this kid, and I just can't wait to see what he's able to put together.
My friend, I appreciate you taking the call this morning, and I'm so happy that you could jump on and join us for a minute. And I owe you rounds of golf, and we've talked about that on numerous occasions. But we can go any place you want, whenever you want, as soon as we can. But I'm so happy that you have a chance to call something like this, because this is historic and not getting ahead of ourselves, Hall of Fame-ish in terms of you got to see him when, you'll be able to tell stories about this forever.
Totally. It was just an honor to call it and be a part of it and feel the energy. And I'm so glad that our TV broadcast did not go to break before the top of the ninth inning. We did that intentionally to talk about what Jacob Mizorowski had put together over the course of the night, and to see the crowd stand and give him a standing ovation going into the top of the ninth inning. It gave you chills.
I've done 104.5 miles an hour once in the car. That's about as fast as I've been. That's about it.
I love the fact that he was throwing the ball harder than the ball was coming off the bats of some of the Brewers last night. It was incredible.
Yeah, you watch exit velocity, and it's like, I'll give you exit velocity. Watch this. I'll saw off a bat right in your hands. That's a really weird experience when that happens, but that's fun to watch.
Yeah, from 54 feet, too. Here you go, kid.
Yeah. Take a swing at this. Let me know how that works out for you.
Yeah.
You enjoy the rest of your day. I appreciate you taking the time, my friend. All the best, and I'll talk to you soon.
You got it. Take care.
Thank you, my friend. Jeff Levering joining us. I literally called. I texted him this morning really early, and he answered the bat signal, which I greatly appreciate, because he's got things to do, and things are a little bit more important than what we have got going here. But he got to call the game last night, and it's a thrill when you watch something as historic as that. Not only is it 15 strikeouts and no walks, but it's one hit, no earned runs, 9 innings, a complete game, and it's 104.5 miles an hour, which is just.
Well, and you can, when I was there, you can barely tell it's happening because he's throwing guys are out and they're off the mound immediately, and they're back to batting again. You're like, what? I just missed one of the greatest performances because it took an hour to get through it. Basically.
And it's him just being him. It's not him it's one thing when it's something like extraordinary, like we've never seen this in this is what he does. It just walks out and goes,
this is the potential you knew he had when you saw him throw 103 that first time.
And Murphy's the perfect guy to have him because it's like, he's not going to let him get all riled up about whatever. It's just, we're going to talk about baseball and do it after. That's why it's Forrest Gump, like what he said. When he said that, I thought that was so telling. Are we behind? Yeah, we're probably
a little bit. Matt's on hold.
Oh, he doesn't mind because Matt loves this conversation. Island Resort and Casino, Michigan, Scenic Upper Peninsula, one of the Midwest's premier golf, casino, and entertainment resort destinations. More than 450 guest rooms, great food, expansive Vegas-style casino. It features the Island Sportbook. Plus, they have golf for you. You're going to find your total experience at the Island. Go to islandresort.com for more information. PGA Tour Superstore, the official golf retailer of the multi-award-winning Garbedian on Golf, where we bring you people like Jeff Levering for no reason whatsoever. Because I can tell you this, an hour before the show started, Jeff Levering wasn't on the program. 20 minutes later, he's on the program. He's our friend. We love that so much. Oh man, he's the best. PGA Tour Superstore. Find the most popular brands, experience exceptional service, enjoy the best that the great game of golf has to offer. I did it yesterday. Probably you'll do it again today. Go there, visit. Maybe if you run into me, I'll give you a gift card. Who knows? PGA Tour Superstar in Brookfield, 18550 West Blue Mountain Road, or worldwide on the web, PGATourSuperstore.com. You can join the Wisconsin State Golf Association. Do it and make your next round count. For only $50, you're going to receive your official handicap index along with other great benefits. Find out more information. Go to WSGA.org. Congrats to Haley Fish from Swamigo, Wisconsin. She competed in the National Drive, Chip, and Putt National Championship, and that was at Augusta National. Learn more about the Wisconsin PGA. Visit a PGA professional near you or visit drivechipandputt.com. Ironwood Golf Course, no worries, none. Find out more about the Callow, the Meath, and the Burn Irons at Ironwood Golf Course. Make your Ironwood tea time. Go to ironwoodgolfcourse.com. Coming up in just a minute, Matt Bache is going to join us from Hawksview Golf Club in beautiful Lake Geneva. That's coming your way next right here on Garbedian on Golf, broadcasting live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. All guests for Garbedian on Golf brought to you by the Wild Rock Golf Club in the Wisconsin Dells. An amazing golf experience. Stay ahead of the game. Download the Wild Rock mobile app. I love this song. Leave it up. Mobile app is packed with features and specials only on the app. Download it now and enjoy the Wild Rock experience. Book your tee time online today at wildrockgolf.com. Wildrockgolf.com. 35 miles northwest of downtown Milwaukee, the seat of Kettle Moraine. That's where you find Erin Hills. You can enjoy seasonal green fees right now with the tee times that are still available. Also, plan ahead. Book your 2027 visit to stay and play at Erin Hills. Go to erinhills.com. Once again, erinhills.com. Milwaukee County Golf, 13 courses to choose from. Which one will you be on today? Maybe you'll be on more than one. That means there's an ideal course for every avid golfer. Tee it up today at mke.golf, and all Wisconsin residents are eligible to participate in the Parks Players Discount Program. Slice up to 50% off of your green fee every time you play. For program information, go to mke.golf. It is the multi-award-winning Garbedian on Golf here on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network. Lake Geneva area is home to some exceptional golf. One of the most exceptional in the state area is Hawksview Golf Club. And what helps separate it from other clubs in the state of Wisconsin is the fact that there are two different, distinct 18-hole tracks to enjoy. Here to talk more about Hawksview and what it has to offer, please welcome the general manager and one of my all-time favorite people on the planet, the lovely and talented Matt Baish. Matt, my friend, how are you?
I am doing well, Chuck, and you?
I'm doing very, very well. I'm like a Ms. fastball at 104.5 miles an hour. How fun was that?
Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Yeah, and fantastic. Jeff, came onto your show last minute to talk Brewers. Anytime you can have Jeff on to talk Brewers, you talk Brewers. So,
oh yeah,
guys, it's so much fun. The team's fun. What Murphy's doing with that, with that crew and is just incredible. How we score runs. We don't rely on the long ball. We manufacture runs, which means we're not going to have off nights like a lot of other teams do. If their bats are cold, they're in trouble. We just manufacture runs, and it's just so much fun to watch.
Well, and especially last night. I mean, it was interesting because I know that you talked to me a couple of times about we have to talk about the Brewers a little bit, and I'm fine to do that because then you see the individual performance from a guy like Miz last night, where it's 15 strikeouts. Again, the stat that stands out for me is no base on balls. I mean, the fact that you don't put yourself in trouble at all, and yet you 100%. Have 104.5 miles an hour in your arsenal, and you know that it's there. They know that it's there.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't give them a chance to even get on base. You don't give them a free ride and put yourself into pressure situations. It's fun to watch, and it reminds me so much of golf because it's having talent and then managing your talent and taking advantage of your talent and putting it in a place where you can perform. And I think one of the cool things about your place at Hawksview is that you have not only the 18-hole championship course, but you have the 18-hole par 3 course, which helps people kind of figure out what their talent is, how to use their talent, and how to play better golf when they get to the big course.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, like you said, we got the two different courses. The par 3 course, so much fun. It's great. It's great for beginners. Get out there, learning the game, juniors, your more casual golfers. Then we have our championship course, Coma Crossings, and it's a true test. The elevation change is incredible out there. So it's just a really fun, unique piece of property, and really excited to be there. This is our 25th anniversary that we're celebrating here. I can't believe it's been that long. I've been there for 22 of those 25, so it's a really exciting year at Hawksview.
Matt Baish with us, general manager at Hawksview Golf Club. Go to hawksviewgolfclub.com. Follow them on social media at Hawksview Golf. All of our guests are courtesy of Wild Rock Golf Club in the Wisconsin Dells, a spectacular Herdston Fry design. Book your must-play tee time at wildrockgolf.com. I wanted to talk to you about what you have there. And one of the things I thought was great when you go to hawksviewgolfclub.com is one of the banners that simply reads the Wisconsin State Credo, which would be golf, weddings, and fish fry. It's awesome. That's what it is. The only thing you can probably add in that is old fashions. That's the whole banner right there. And you've got the entire summer season in a nutshell.
Exactly. Throwing brats and you got all 5 covered.
Yes.
I love it. No, like I said, it's such a great place. We've been really reinvesting back into the property. Last year we created a 4-tier waterfall feature on our second hole on the championship course, and it's absolutely stunning. You have to come out there and see it, Chuck. It's incredible. And looking to expand that into our third hole to have a five-tier system. Last couple of years, we poured two miles worth of concrete for the cart paths.
Wow.
Looking to keep on that rolling. So, it just keeps getting better and better. I know it's kind of hard to think, how can we get better at Hawksview, but we're figuring out ways to do that.
Well, if anyone's going to figure out a way to do that, it's you, because I know that, and this is meant completely as a compliment, is that you're a hustler in terms of getting things done, is to having ideas, implementing ideas, and then executing the ideas, because you're not around for the length of time that you're around if things aren't going well and if you aren't continually evolving in this great game of golf, because you have to evolve or it's going to go sideways fast.
100%. Yeah. If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. That's always been my mentality and how I look at things. So if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And that's just how I roll.
It's been a wild spring weather-wise. How's the course?
Oh, great shape. Great shape. Yeah. I mean, obviously April, we had kind of crazy flooding, but course came out fine. Course is in great shape. Kudos to our super. It's just incredible. I've never seen it this good this early in the year. So it's just phenomenal right now.
It's funny because Mother Nature, Father Time, undefeated all time. They are undefeated. Yeah. And sometimes you just have to kind of roll with it. I would imagine it helps to have a grounds crew that has been through the ups and downs and all the challenges that can happen in the course of a spring and summer season. But it's good to have people on board that and that you can trust to make sure that the golf course is where it needs to be.
100%. Yeah, our super's been there for 19 years now. Like I said, I've been there for 22. So we're a well-oiled machine. We can finish each other's sentences. So we got a great thing going there.
All right, let me ask you a question now. During the 108th PGA Championship at Aronimink, CBS was asking some players some questions. I want to ask you these questions, but there is no wrong answer. It's just your opinion. What is the length of a gimme putt, in your opinion?
2 feet.
2 feet? Okay. That was quick. I like that. What does an amateur golfer need to shoot to be considered good at golf?
To be good?
Yes.
Break 90.
Okay. And then finally, who is in your favorite foursome? One player that you got to have with you just because you enjoy their company or you take money from them, whatever the circumstances happen to be. Who's the one player you really want to always have in your foursome?
If possible, my grandfather, if I could bring him back, that'd be it. He's the one who introduced me to this great game.
Yep. It's always family. That's the best thing about it. When he introduced you, did he take you out places or hit balls with you, or how did that happen?
Start off hitting balls, and then he took me to a 9-hole course where he lived, and he couldn't believe my talent. I had no instruction. I had no idea. I was like 13 years old. I had never touched a club.
Wow.
And boom, just center of the face. It sliced a little bit, but he was just like, okay, this kid has talent. Let's keep him going. So the rest is history.
Well, that's good. And the people there at Hawksview are fortunate to have your talents on hand, my friend. I always appreciate taking the time. I look forward to coming down and taking a look. In the meantime, you enjoy your day, and thank you for taking the time to come on this morning.
Absolutely. And, be sure to bring Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
Hawksview. You said you could get him on even. I think a guy at Hawksview, so we'd love to have you guys.
All right, we'll come down. I'll bring him down there. He'll enjoy that tremendously, my friend.
Sounds great, Chuck. You take care. Have a great day.
Talk to you soon. Matt Baish with us, the general manager at Hawksview Golf Club. Go to hawksviewgolfclub.com for more information. Follow them on social media at Hawksview Golf. Man, we've had an action-packed day.
Was this the
day you expected? No.
5:48
this morning, I'm texting people. And the nice thing is they come on. That's the most amazing thing about the entire thing. Congrats to the dream team of Derek Clark, Ben Crane. They won the 2026 AmFam Championship at TPC Wisconsin. They were 30 under par, 1-stroke victory in Madison. For more information on the upcoming AmFam Championship, go to amfamchampionship.com. You love finding hidden gems for a golf getaway. Your next great discovery is the French Lick Resort, Pete Dye, Donald Ross courses. They've been ranked 1 and 2 in Indiana 11 years in a row by Golf Week. Plus, you can hit the casino for the sportsbook, live dealer table games. A ton of ways to play. Go to FrenchLick.com to get started on a getaway of your own. FrenchLick.com. You've got to be 21 to enter the casino. If there's a gambling problem, Call 800-9-WITH-IT or text ING-AMB to 53342. Titleist is the number one ball in golf. You can line up with the stars and stripes. You can celebrate America's 250th birthday. Pro V1 X AIM red, white, and blue golf balls, and they feature the first ever 4-digit custom number 1776 and a special edition alignment marking. Superior performance when it matters most at every level of competitive golf. Titleist, the number one and number 1776 ball in golf. Go to Titleist.com. FootJoy is the number one shoe in golf, the number one glove in golf, and the new Premier Series is inspired by then. It's supercharged for now, and when it matters most, the world's best players tee it up. They trust the quality and performance of FootJoy. Learn more at FootJoy.com. Our thanks to everyone involved with the program this morning. It has been an action-packed program this morning. Andrew Lehman with us, the tournament director of the John Deere Classic. Jack Jackson with us, the managing partner at the Orchards at Egg Harbor. Tyler Morris with us, the owner-operator of the club at Lac La Belle. And Matt Bache with us, the general manager of Hawksview Golf Club. Oh, by the way, we also had a sprinkling of Jeff Levering with us, too. All that and so much more. That's what you get here on the multi-award-winning Garbedian on Golf. It's anarchy and chaos wrapped in a whole little package.
And we talked soccer a little bit, too.
Oh, my gosh, we did talk soccer.
We've been all over the place today.
What else should we talk about? We should talk about something else. Anything else? Got anything?
Is there, like, darts leagues going on or something? I feel like we could talk a little
We do
darts.
fish fry.
Oh, there you go.
There might be a darts league somewhere. Probably across the pond somewhere.
Probably.
Island Resort and Casino, one of the Midwest premier golf casino and entertainment resort destinations. It features over 450 guest rooms. There's an expansive Vegas-style casino. The Horizon Steakhouse is there. There's a new 9-hole course called Cedar that features preview rounds in July of 26, packages in 2027. What I'm telling you basically is you're going to find your total experience at the island. Go to islandresort.com for more information. PGA Tour Superstore, the official golf retailer of the multi-award-winning Garbedian on Golf, in Brookfield at 18550 West Blue Mountain Road, online at PGATourSuperstore.com. Join the Wisconsin State Golf Association. Make your next round count. You can find out more information about competition and so much more. Go to WSGA.org. From the Wisconsin PGA, golf more than just a game. It is a lifelong journey. You can learn more. Reach out to a PGA professional near you or visit WiscJuniorGolf.com. Once again, our thanks to everybody involved with the show. Charlie Houston producing it. Next week is the United States Open at Shinnecock Hills. We will have on a plethora of guests from the area to talk about what is going on during the U.S. Open at Shinnecock Hills. In the meantime, all the best to each and every one of you. We should all tee it up. This is Garbedian on Golf, broadcasting live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios.